go say my sans waba. So when you say the more we channel and our chances to be increasing. It's the process is now very short. A star 281 hash. And what choosing share from option no. Choosing share from option what choosing more tickets are pay. But could be about 5 Ghana. So 5 cities ni mono. So ucha na dodoa very likely say ube tiniedi. It's only a foot to me. Usually so me let me chase ka de momo ehia mo pa nti ne say uhia bibia Jimidi na twagum me sure say beba na wanya bi kakra dia show rich and Champions League ne course na mi hu da adani abutu say no na dwoda gradually hwegui but and then come the ball bro but beat you for ball for us
Let me catch him.
There's a go no your official fraud boy so
AC Milan.
Aye.
Minjomu ni back.
Hey.
I told you.
He said and you say me mention a Godfrey Frame technician. How if you mo kayo. Say Milan for you. Timidi let me say yampa. Even me crown for me ka say oh there. Me dey kinja o dey enhwe fan so mo hwe last hour. And you see, Rich, the thing is that AC Milan starts season or ball. They played well from the Barcelona, so they go in the first minute. And it was an excellent storyline. January, final for one, Ayrton Jimenez and more as a center forward. Oba and the Milan for this one, we said any out and out center forward. Avara Morata Galatasaray. Tammy Abraham and Miss frame and physicality up top to do the job. So Jimenez is the man. Over the weekend, he scored in the Italian Serie A. One goal the winning in the first minute Milan Eshe and with what Roma Ibrahimovic about Milanisti, Snow, San Siro and the fact that they will summon something to win. No. It was a perfect start. Rich, you need me see it. Not you Hernandez Aquaco dive or boxing and then red card, there he goes. And the game tilted. And Arjunim, and no, me share say Celtic are qualify. A friend is a final that qualify. Club Brugge qualifier. We say me can't see me catch Andy with you. Whatever happens, as a Chelsea bought Champions League in next season. Since 2021, Chelsea move you. And I know say me can't say I'm speaking for all the Chelsea fans who we are saying. You ever see the Martin said, "No, I say Enzo Maresca say, oh, we try to win your results tomorrow." Chelsea has to play in the Champions League. You're passing comments, keke. Chelsea has to play in the Champions League next season. Whether Villa, Beba, Nottingham Forest team come Champions League at Chelsea both year. And there's a tendency of 5 teams about English Premier League in this season. Chelsea has to be there. And yes, protest now, boys, on you UK. Anyone say Ghana cry go for the Mubejima is our protest TV. Chelsea has to play in the Champions League. And then before the Champions League games, Liverpool our English Premier League game but against Tima, your friend Aston Villa away at Villa Park. In 3 seasons, Liverpool have been struggling to play against Aston Villa or Villa Park, and it sets the tone for the match that we are expecting to happen. Set Liverpool for one of me, especially Liverpool echo away to Villa Park. They should be able to do the job after Villa, Manchester City, Newcastle, Southampton, any team, your friend Everton, Ebium, but this time at Anfield. Run of fixtures a little bit tough for team my friend Liverpool, Arsenal, Everton, West Ham, Forest, Man United, Chelsea, any Fulham. But I'm expecting say a Villa Park, regardless of whatever it's in there for them. No, I think say Liverpool should be able to win when they go away at Villa Park. Or at the very least, one thing I'm very certain about saying over 1.5 if Liverpool go against Villa Park and I say go, both teams definitely will be able to score. It's fine on that call. I won't say so much about it. We are expecting Senka at Bergamo there and Atalanta Beya Juma. Rich. Atalanta for ne presse Club Brugge. Now Brugge for ne so much.
Oh, number 9.
Yeah.
Brugge for number 9.
Yeah. Monsieur Machi 3 times. First half 3 goals to 0. Ademola Lookman comes scores the goal. Yenya is okay. What be turning the game over penalty for him. No, I say no. And now again, Pedro Gasperini is on him. The entire Ademola Lookman and far born is about penalty. No, na Retegui any child Catalare or Horma. Right, I didn't know Ademola Lookman. And I said about penalty. This is what he said. Lookman wasn't supposed to take the penalty. He is one of the worst penalty kick takers I've ever seen. And now for Ademola Lookman. Although Vincent Company, but the job got on and everything was done. Which, and the match is really trickier. I think say, there are two of them confirmed. The first one that's confirmed for me is in Germany. Dortmund versus Fiifi-Manfred Sporting CP. I think that Dortmund will qualify. Dortmund to qualify is probably the most assured bet there will be, because at the signal you do now, I think the Dortmund or Sporting CP Beshe, then there will be some over 1.5 goals. It won't waste too much time there. 3-0 away from home there. Dortmund should be able to get a job done, especially in the Sporting CP team. They are not playing too well. Sporting CP Forum, and the last time out, Oman started with Victor Gyökeres. There is a young, also Scandinavian centre forward, a friend of Conrad, on the starting team, a good centre forward, but I don't think so or enough to upset Dortmund for at the signal they do now. I think that Dortmund for will go through. The next one is Paris Saint-Germain. Any team are your friend of Brest. Also 3-0 away of Brestois. I don't think so. Brestois will be able to turn it on. Or Wasansa more than 3 our league. I think so. And a Paris Saint-Germain winning over 1.5 is also very, very likely on the cast. Juve echo away to PSV 2-1. And then Juve have to make sure say they do their job in making sure so many results I want to put the Mancity match at the very, very last because and only a more interesting which Juve should be able to do their job. Anna away at PSV 2-1. I trust Juve say any shika draw video minya. The two in the playoffs 3 Italian teams na newo. Mienu out. Inti aka Inter on your automatic qualification. Any Juve. I really do think that Thiago Motta team they are very, very sound in terms of solidity on and off the ball. Say no more control more games now. Again, the growth in terms of what they do on the ball and off the ball, especially against big teams. Say no more against Tima. Your friend Inter Milan over the weekend. I'm expecting that they should be good. Federico Gatti and Renato Viega are 2 centre-back pairs. They are good enough to sustain pressure and then stay as long as possible. At least me say Juventus being a draw, and when you draw there, automatically they will qualify and they'll be able to go through to at least Juve double chance there. It's something that is on the cards. Pep say, Man City will 1% chance pay, and into the tie is not dead. And for those of us who believe in football,
1 out of
100, tie in your dead. Oh, you're dead now. You're dead. Soon we are 14. You're dead. We know that there are big nights on Santiago Bernabeu.
1 out of 100 here.
And Madrid crying Madrid. 1 out of 100. Not 10 over. And it is not going to be easy. But I think that Fiifi-Manfred in Manchester City has what it takes. So Obi bet me upset it on one man. Maybe they have several times there. If there are 2 managers that can upset Madrid for her, then it is Carlo, it is Thomas Tuchel or Abanti, your friend Josep Guardiola to be able to do their job. Your friend in Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu. I say the aim is to play the same game as we did a week ago. That is going to be difficult. We have to work together in defense and in attack for a great night. Rich, in terms of how City will approach the game.
I know that. Especially when we now over Newcastle.
And see, against Newcastle, Pep Yadibi. Pep use Erling Haaland as the offensive pivot. Offensive pivot in the sense that City in your bona. Haaland becomes the outlet, but then drops slightly. Or man but then he drops like the second striker. Senebel pull the 2 centre backs out. And for a centre back like Antonio Rudiger, who is very aggressive and a little bit more erratic, it may happen. Me who say flick ADB Madrid for the last time on Munishia, constantly dropping with Lamine Yamal and Rafinha, constantly also with Abante and Robert Lewandowski, and then quickly playing the one-touch passes, getting the striker to attack the spaces in there. I think it's going to be a hugely difficult game. The starting lineup automatic basis. Niayete from Carlo Ancelotti and he said the centre back pair Rudiger, any branch friend Raul Asensio. Then we'll have Federico Valverde, any branch friend Fran on the other side. Then in the middle of the pack, we'll have some changes because Valverde Abanechi, then Rudiger is back. So maybe Orient Chimeni can go into the middle of the pack. Abanechi friend Akanji Enya fit also for this game. So it means that he's out. There were training videos. I say Jack Grealish a training. Makase, the two players are Omoma City that balance. One in midfield was John Stones. From out wide was my branch here friend of Jack Grealish from the outside area. No? Because in a game like this, you can't afford to be playing against Real Madrid. And I think in the second half, Adebakwe how City power was that because there was no tempo controller on the wings, no pulse or hold number on a constantly 100 km per hour to say basketball end to end. If you do that against Madrid, then you are going to be in trouble. I think that the only time City for 1% can go to even 5% in this match is if they are able to exert some level of control over game. Because Madrid are masters of chaos. That is where Madrid will thrive. They want that. And so in the first leg, Madrid knew said the control will come from a branch of friend John Stones. So if you are looking at this on the tactical board, look at the position of John Stones to receive the ball centrally. Madrid following him. So almost every time they were in and around John Stones. John was calm every time to control the game and try to play out from there and dictate the pace of the game. I think that is where the game will tilt towards. How Madrid can really exert control or match him. And the first one is from John Stones. But the thing is that with Akanji out of the game, it means to say Oko banded for Mancity for starting lineup now. You are most likely going to see John Stones at the back. And now Pep Guardiola said this season, only 4 centre backs no playing together for more than one full match in that. They be all together just 90 minutes. It's not possible. It's injuries na Hano. Which I think is a Pep mistake. In the second half of the year, Kanji film, one for centre back and by the Rico Lewis by. Which Rico Lewis does not stand a chance against Vinicius Junior. It won't work out. Rico doesn't stand a chance against Mbappe with pace and power and directness. On standing a chance against Vinicius Junior with pace and power and directness. Even the best of the best, Ruben Diaz, the Mone Valdeol, they suffer in the hands of these two guys. So how much more Rico Lewis? And then Chelsea Rico need more, but he's a good player, technically very good. But in terms of physicality, directness, you don't get it from a certain boy, a friend Rico Lewis. And I think that majorly, Ubenya from a branch here, any of the centre backs never back. It's rich. Say me bo Ruben Diaz. Na me bo Ake we Chiroma. Na me bo Josko Vardiol at left backer. Which I'm tempted to today start with a branch here, your friend Kosanov on the other side. Send me your paper. Me bo Kosanov. Me pe centre back. Me pe aggressive guy. Obetimi ama ako Vinicius Mukaka. Because it's our third goal that Madrid share. I think that's a centre backer. They found Vinicius Junior there.
On to channel.
Oh no, Chini Vinicius there over King Jaime Mokraji. Everybody will take a piece from Vinicius Junior because a Vini, a Mbappe. But the thing is that any easy man is
Ebi so a Pep so when it said you can Kusanova. Medin the buy in J.
Yeah.
Me could throw no two a big game more. Nan home people
who throw too much more centre back as a Chirasi. We all born at right back. It is
talking about Vinicius Junior.
So a very difficult wait, Ovin Saofa, Virgil van Dijk, Vinicius Junior, and Agro. Obo even Rudiger, Vinicius Junior, and yes, small job for Vini, and yes, small job for Rudiger. Every centre back in area say Ronaldo, Raul, whoever, they will have a piece with Vinicius Junior. But the best ones like Jules Koundé, so almost or natural centre back in trade, but at right backer. On Kobebre 1. Or even Team Mambeshen Fifi 2. And on Vinicius Junior because on him said these guys are very tricky. And that's why Pep brought him. I think say, oh yes, all about Kusanov cry. A centre back should play here. And the reason why I want Kusanov, they say, City against Newcastle. No? He played with a branch friend Nico Gonzalez. Fiifi-Manfred with Gunwan. And what's happened was that Rico Gonzalez and your bench friend Kai Gunwan were very, very good in terms of what you get from them. physicality, technical ability. Rico Gonzalez, and it was very, very important for them. Solid work done there. What I'm saying is that say you don't want to play Ikai Gunwa in the middle of the park for 2 reasons. Chimeni, Kamavinga, Valverde, all of these boys, Ceballos will outrun him. More the legs more than him. And nothing even for Carlo Ancelotti, more Luka Modric in this game to start. Later in the game to come and manage the game. So in the middle, give me John Stones and add Nico Gonzalez to it. Because we've understood from Pep. Say Rodri Jumano, Pep say Onimiye. Yes, he's not close to Rodri. He has a long way to go. But he knows how to do the Rodri job in the middle of the park to control. And my catcher say Pep say Mancity have 1% chance. The only time that 1% chance, every 1% chance, is if they get control. The first control should come from the wide areas in terms of center backs. So how they will deal with the Madrid transitions in Vinicius Junior and eventually friend killing Luton Mbappe. Then in the middle of the park, so we are how they can control the ball. Then of course, Jack Grealish, I want Jack Grealish again from wide area to control the game. We know that Madrid will come in their regular 4-2-3-1, and near Madrid to force Pep into city control. It's a rich. Who said they be a Madrid impressive? But in the game that Madrid played against Mancity at the Etihad, they pressed them. It was just momentous pressing. Anytime you are Madrid for the pressing, almost Sebona Ruben Diaz on him as a CMA, they won't press him.
Okay.
Sebona Edison Hodema, they won't press him. But essentially, what they do is say, "Born Airman fifth one." Then they try to be aggressive on you and press because almost for some why turnovers, then they will create what we call the artificial transitions to try and hurt Manchester City. Which the game will be the same. Like matching. The same Man City trying to go and break down Madrid for, but Madrid needs control. For me, it is control against chaos and anyway. And some Madrid team the control now. And just 1 point, 1 goal difference between the two. Madrid and Madrid. And I know some Madrid obviously have the upper hand, but Pep Guardiola beats Control. They need that level of control.
Who come in a nutshell?
And people say they say Madrid will qualify.
Okay, but who could feed you?
Mimi Muno. Pep beats my action.
I see, but on paper
they say
Kofi, me can't chase it for. The woman say, I dare no emfa.
Now we nyamiana.
Oh, min can't me. Oh, min can't say football no more. But the Pep Guardiola factor, Pep no win against Real Madrid at home.
But I mean, only good record.
My share Pep sa, only Pep problem.
Yes.
Osia Madrid bia, he overthink. Obedient, I don't know or they recall lose by Madrid kill again.
But I said, wow, so no need a question of sober.
Good. Anything I make catch say. And especially so Osia Madrid. No shall go. Young fans say you take 1-2 lead. Number the better cap. O show no ankasa. O show Pep na ankasa no jina to me confused. I feel bones on no year changes na Madrid that take over. And then you know the upper to it will happen again.
And it will happen again.
Ever since you were Santiago Bernabeu. City back out with go tea. City back out with go. Pep sa overthinking ya changes no. Now remember the uniform.
Matter and then my in some match near my prediction here. Of course, Madrid most looks like they'll qualify, but go for any of them or bet slip so. The match share and then all person could fix rich. Code no any go as in 3 code pay.
Okay.
Any Ashisha Boma Yama 1727BB6D 1727B167 1727A758. I think about 25 or 16 odds, any 10 odds on 10. Oko Fikesima, all the best of honor. Now, all could child there. And City for Belgium. Within the time.
Within the time. Why are they?